I'm just trying to go along with the edges of some of these. I'm going to try to come up with something that's a believable equal value to what I'm having out here. And yet it's possible that I might look at it again and say, well, if it's going behind, I might just make it just a little bit darker. But in this case, I don't think so. I think it should be, I could see the density of the hair changing, but not so much the background. Maybe that's an error in my thinking, but those are all things that you might want to consider. And if it gets to the place where I've got maybe a hair that's just becoming, it's making this thing too choppy, then just go through that hair and don't make any allowance for it. And you can take it back out if you feel it needs to be put in there. I just don't want something to show on one side of a lock and then have it, it isn't, you can't find it for nothing on the other side of the lock. So I like to see continuations of some of those things. Just things to think about. Art is so much fun because you can, create your own, as I have with my backgrounds being white most of the time. You can just do what creates your identity. I'm just giving you some logical reasoning for maybe not allowing something to dominate your drawing or to be something you did without a lot of consideration, so that there's balance and emphasis on the right things. And you're in control. As I've said before, it's nothing like just drawing away and all of a sudden you realize that you're not accomplishing what you wanted to accomplish at all. You let your drawing, whatever you were doing to achieve something, take over. Again, I'm using the 2B in here because I can come up with a little cleaner edge. A little harder, even though it's still a soft pencil. If I really wanted to create a clean edge and I'm having trouble with that, then I can come in there with my next hardest pencil, the HB, and just clean up an edge. Just making sure that I'm always thinking about, consistency for that space and not creating an outline or something that's a different texture or look. In this case, it's kind of nice to have that little more of an accurate edge I'm able to achieve with this HB. I don't want this to become too dark. It looks like it could be. I haven't finished this out here, but I want to watch that because this could be, you see how this is one value, this looks like it's gaining, and then it gets lighter again. Well, I'm going to be in trouble. So I want to make sure that I pay attention to that. Maybe I should lighten it up right now. Because otherwise I could end up with dark places all through my drawing. And if they're going to be darker, I want it to be for a good reason. Maybe it's going into some of the darker areas within the hair and showing the density and the lack of light in there. But I think I'll just lighten that up a little bit.